Hello there, welcome to Webster Bank Arena for today's matchup between the Rochester Americans and the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. The Amerks coming in here had yesterday off their first game this of 2016. They won their last game. They played the St. John's Ice Caps back on Wednesday, December 30th. They beat them in a shootout. For the Sound Tigers, they lost last night their first game of 2016, their first loss in 3 games, as they fell 2-1 to the Springfield Falcons. Jared Gomes, the only goal for the Sound Tigers. Kyle Burrows with his first career point with an assist on that goal. Starting for the Sound Tigers tonight, Justin Floric, Ben Holmstrom, and Mike Helmo, along with Matt Karkner and Scott Mayfield at defense. It's a completely different lines for the Sound Tigers other than this third line, which has stayed together. We'll get to more of the lines as they hop over the boards, but Karkner in for Jesse Graham and Jesse Root in for Josh Holmstrom as they take the flag off the ice. And we get ready to go here. First matchup between these two teams here at Webster Bank Arena in nearly 14 years. Opening season was the first time these two teams met and was the last up until November 20th when the Amerks won 3-2. We're underway here at Webster Bank Arena. Matt Donovan plays on back as the former Sound Tiger back here at Webster Bank Arena for the first time as a shot by Cal O'Reilly, kicked away by Parker Milner, making his first start for the Sound Tigers, his first home start since January 19th of 2014. That was a 5-1 win over the Hartford Wolfpack. Centering pass there by Donovan. He's tied up by his former teammate Scott Mayfield, as now it's Ben Holmstrom taking up ice here. He makes a long stretch pass trying to find Helmo, who's offside. The whistle goes as Helmo and Donovan get reacquainted. And they're separated as we get our first stoppage. 35 seconds in, that allows us to give you the scratches for tonight's game. We already mentioned Jesse Graham and Josh Holmstrom. The other two, Alan Quine and Ross Johnston, both still out with injuries. For Rochester, only one injury. That's to Evan Rodriguez, the rookie, out of the lineup, injured in last game against the Ice Caps. The other scratches, Jason Atkinson, Matt Ellis, and Matt Prepavesis. We also got Alan McPherson, who was called up the other day. He is a healthy scratch, but Amerks have a problem with too many veterans. You can only dress 6 vets. That's 260 games or more. You get 1 veteran exemption. For the Sound Tigers, it's been Joe Whitney this year, who's between a certain number of games. But the Sound Tigers have just 6 vets most nights, so they don't have the problem as this puck is iced. But Atkinson is the leading scorer for this Rochester team, but he's out of the lineup along with Matt Ellis due to that veteran exemption. But the Amerks, the AHL affiliate of the Buffalo Sabres, have a lot of good young players on this team. One of them to take the draw here, Phil Veroni, as he takes against Kearns. Kearns broken up with Joe Whitney tonight. Looks like it's going to be Kearns, Beck, and Root at forward on the second line, we'll call it, for the Sound Tigers. Pulak in neutral ice, passes up to Kearns, and Kearns has it. Dumps on in, but it's knocked away by Roback. In center ice, Kinanachi dumps in, and Milner plays away in the near side corner. Now Pulak trying to get it out. It's up to Beck, and now Kearns can't get it out. Kinanachi leaves there for Baptiste. Now Kinanachi moves in, shoots one that's off the side of the post. He goes back to the point, kept in there. Schaller a shot, that one blocked in front, and Kearns gets it. And we'll just flip it up and out of the zone. This one all the way down. Roback back to play it, as he tried to play it to his D partner. Beck nearly intercepted. And now it's Schaller skating up ice. Schaller, who's played a little bit with the Sabres this year, as he moves on in. Schaller with 6 games playing for Buffalo, has 2 assists on the year, as Burrows sends it all the way down the ice. Takes a big hit there from Coletta, as this one will not go for an icing. Ruido back behind his own net, played up the near side boards by D'Amigo. It goes all the way down. This one will be an icing, as Finn gets there first. So 2:02 into this one. The Sound Tigers and Amerks still no score, only 2 shots in the game, both to Rochester, as the faceoff will come back in their zone. Sound Tigers 18-13, 2-1 on the year. That's 4th in the Atlantic, 8th in the Eastern Conference at 39 points. Rochester 15-14, 1-1. 32 points is 6th in the Northeast and 10th in the Eastern Conference. Here's D'Amigo down the right wing, trying to cut to the net. It's knocked away by Wright, and Burrows will play on back. Here's Matt Finn with the puck, waiting for an outlet pass. Nobody open in neutral ice. Finally, it's taken by Wright. He skates through neutral ice down the right wing. Centers one to Kohlberg. Kohlberg shoots one that's blocked in front by Austin. Now along the near side boards, Whitney plays back to Mayfield, who shoots one down low. Here's Whitney with it. Whitney in the slot, trying to get a shot off. Good stick there by Nevins. Moved out of the zone and into neutral ice by the Amerks, but the Sound Tigers regain control. It's Kartner sending right back in. Mayfield, the only one out there as the forwards went to change for Bridgeport. Austin moves it up ice, but can't be controlled by Dupuis. It's moved on in by Connor Jones. He tries a centering pass, but it's intercepted by Rochester. But Jones again hard on the forecheck, nearly forced a turnover on Ruidel. Now Jones does force the turnover. Near side boards, Connor Jones sends one towards the net. Vive tips one just wide of the crease of Lewin. Now here's Gomes. He tries to play it back to the point. And now it's Jones playing back to Mayfield. A deflection there wide by Vive. Now Kartner, far side boards, has it tipped up and out of play. We got a whistle here, 3:17 into this first period. Nathan Lewin in net for the Amerks, played his 100th pro game on Wednesday, a 3-2 shootout win against the St. John's Ice Caps. Had 25 stops in that game. Face-off coming to his right here, Ben Holmstrom to take the draw. Holmstrom 3 assists shy of 100 in his American Hockey League career, having played over 300 games in the AHL. Face-off won by Cal O'Reilly, another AHL vet, the captain of this Rochester team. He watches here as it's played on the near side boards by Pulak. He tries to send down low for Floric. Puck never got there. Now Floric has it. Floric in the near side corner, swooping behind the net. O'Reilly trying to separate him from the puck, but Floric still with it. He tries to go back to the point. He's tripped up. It's back to Churchman. Sends down low all the way around for Holmstrom. He's behind the net, tied up by Jerome Leduc. No relation to Loic Leduc, the Sound Tigers defenseman who's now down in the ECHL with the Missouri Mavericks. Puck taken by Bailey. He skates out of the zone, tries to dump in. Carrier has it go off his stick. It's back to Matt Donovan, who waits for everyone to touch up, gives to O'Reilly. He shoots one that's blocked away by Milner. Back behind the net, it's O'Reilly taking away from Pulak. Far side boards, tries the center one. It goes off the skate of Halmo behind the net. Now on the near side boards, Halmo tries to chip it out, but it's O'Reilly getting there first and sending it to the far side corner. Now Carrier just cycles down low, but it's taken by Pulak. He'll go up the near side boards, and Halmo gets to the line, but Baptiste keeps in. Catanacci, far side boards, plays it back behind the net. Pulak is tied up there by Baptiste. A couple of 2013 high picks there as Pulak, the first rounder, plays it out. Baptiste, a pick of the Sabres in the third round, back in that loaded 2013 draft. Here's Sanguinetti, another first round pick coming into the zone. Sanguinetti, a first rounder of the Rangers back in 2006. It's Austin now in his own zone, and Catanacci over the line, down the left wing, centers one. Veroni shoots one. That's over the net. Now in the near side corner, Catanacci has it played away from him by Beck, who tried to go back behind the net, but Beck loses it here. Here's Austin left point. He sends down low for Verone. He is tied up there by Pulak, who's been out there a while. Now back behind the net, Kearns trying to take away, and Burrows gets it up to Beck. Beck just flips up. Here's Kearns 2-on-2 with Jesse Root. Down the left wing, it's Root, now over to Kearns. Kearns back to Beck, who shoots one that's wide of the net. Puck comes all the way out of the zone, back into neutral ice, where it's played back to Scott Mayfield and up to Taylor Beck. Beck down the right wing, skating on in, trying to get by Austin. Good D there by the Rochester defenseman. And it's moved up by Schaller. He leaves there. D'Amigo moves on in on the backhand. Try the centering pass. It's knocked away by Kartner and out into center ice. Here's Donovan trying to play it away from Kohlberg, but Kohlberg takes away. He'll skate right into the zone, gives off to Whitney, who shoots one that's well wide of the net. Now Schaller goes behind the net. Kartner going to try and keep in, but he can't. Right in front of the Rochester bench, Matt Kartner sends right back into the Rochester zone, but the play is offside. So we have 14:01 left to go in this first period. Still no shots credited to the Sound Tigers on the big board so far. Bridgeport 11-7, 0-1 here at home this season. Rochester much better at home. They're 10-4, 1-1 at home, 5-10 away from Blue Cross Arena. This face-off coming right in front of the Rochester bench, right to take it. It's won back by the Amerks as it's now controlled by Donovan. He gives on off to Leduc, and Jerome Leduc gets it through neutral ice into the Sound Tiger zone. Here's Mayfield along the near side boards up to Kohlberg, and it's going to be taken by Donovan, sent right back in to the Sound Tiger zone. Milner leaves behind his net for Karkner, who waits for an open target. He'll just send it along the near side boards, not out of the zone. O'Reilly keeps in. Here's Carrier on the backhand, tries a shot that's stopped by Milner, and he holds on for the whistle. Karkner pushing with Carrier after the whistle goes. Karkner wants to go, Carrier does not. And it looks like we'll finally get the break. 13:31 left to go in this first period. Still no score.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch snuggling, ball chasing, face licking, and of course companionship. Now let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Face-off coming to the left of Milner here. It's going to be Ben Holmstrom going up against Cal O'Reilly. O'Reilly has a shot here well wide by Sanguinetti. Those two actually teammates. That segues nicely into my next point. But O'Reilly, an all-star last year for the Utica Comets, along with Bobby Sanguinetti. Those two went to the Western Conference Finals. They won the Western Conference. They went to the Calder Cup Finals with the Comets last year and lost to the Manchester Monarchs in 5 games. But now here with the Rochester Amerks, it's moved in by Bailey as a near side corner, sends it around for Sanguinetti. Plays it back to the point to Carrier. Near the blue line, Carrier tries a shot that's blocked in front by Holmstrom. Now up to Helmo. He's in the offensive zone down the right wing. Helmo drops a pass there. Here's Florek on the backhand. Try to centering pass. It's blocked in front. Now Carrier tied up by his fellow 28, Mike Helmo, as Florek also in to help out. Trying to get up the near side boards. Puck is tied up. The whistle goes. Forcing a face-off. It looks like that will stay inside the offensive zone for the Sound Tigers. Again, Bridgeport, no shots, 7-17 in this game. Gomes forced to take the face-off here. Austin gets the puck, and Austin will get it up and out with a little out with Verone, but actually it's Jones knocking it away. Now finally Austin will get it up and out of the zone. Taken away by Gomes. He'll skate right back in down the left wing. Jared Gomes centering pass for Finn, who sends one just wide. Matt Finn looking for his second goal of the year. Best chance of the game so far for the Sound Tigers, who are still without a shot. Now Finn tries a shot that's sent just wide of Gomes' redirect. Now Burrows on back to Gomes, who can't keep in. Along the near side boards, Gomes goes over to Finn. Finn back in his own zone. Goes back behind the Sound Tigers net, and now we'll skate it up. Long pass up for Jesse Root. He's in the offensive zone, shoots one that's wide of Lewin's net. Now Beck sends behind. It's with Root here, who's taken down, and Coletta takes away for the Amerks. He goes back into neutral ice. This one sent all the way down into the Sound Tigers zone. Scheller sends behind D'Amigo, loses an edge in the far side corner. Karkner trying to take the puck away. Karkner knocks down D'Amigo and takes the puck. It's up to Root, who can't get it out of the zone. Nice keep there by Coletta. Now here's Mayfield with it in his own end over to Karkner. And Karkner gets it up to Mayfield, who skates it out of the zone. Scott Mayfield with some speed down the right wing, drops for Root. Tried a centering pass. It goes in on Lewin. The rebound pops out, and it's moved the other way by the Amherst. Here's Karkner in neutral ice, just dumping right back in. Donovan kicks back into neutral ice. Karkner sends it right back up. Here's Kearns with it. Down the right wing, leaves for Beck. Now Kearns tries a shot from bad angle. Stopped by Lewin. The rebound in the slot. Now Kearns knocked down by Donovan. The puck is covered up. We get a stoppage here. 11:03 left to go in this first period. Lewin 8-6 on the year, a .304 goals against, a .907 save percentage. On the other end of the ice, Parker Milner still without a record. 0 goals against average and a 1,000 save percentage after making 16 of 16 stops last night. Here's Whitney, a shot from the point. That's blocked in front by Sanguinetti. He passes on up to Garbowski. It's over his stick, and now it's Nevins, a shot that's sticked away by Milner. It's back behind the net with Churchman. He skates out of the zone for the Sound Tigers, up to James Wright, who's down the right wing. Wright tries a centering pass. It's intercepted by Dupuis, and he'll get it out of the zone for the Amherst. Now it's taken by Wright. He gets it up to Kohlberg, who's got a breakaway. Sebastian Kohlberg in on net. He shoots off the post, and he was hooked on the play. We'll have a penalty here, and it's going to be a hooking call against the Amherst. Didn't do enough, Sanguinetti, to negate the scoring chance, so no penalty shot. Kohlberg clearly with the breakaway, but Sanguinetti goes to the box. Sound Tigers power play goes to work, and recently has been doing too well over the last 6+ games. 0 for 20 are the Sound Tigers on the power play. Going to go with the same unit they went with last night with a little bit of a twist on defense. It's going to be Wright, Kearns, and Whitney with Kohlberg and Pulak at the blue line. Face-off won by the Amherst, and they will take it. D'Amigo just sends it all the way down. Pulak goes to chase it back behind his own net. It's there for Whitney, and Whitney will skate it up ice. Gives on off to James Wright, and Wright through neutral ice gives on up to Kohlberg. Kohlberg loses it to Austin, and that one sent all the way down by Rochester. The Sound Tigers, if you're rounding to just what it's on the AHL website, they're at 10.4%, which is tied for the league worst power play. But if you're going by pure numbers, they're actually about .03 lower than the Wolfpack, who are also tied for 29th. So worst power play in the league for the Sound Tigers. Trying to go to work here against the Amherst. It's Whitney in the far side corner, plays it back to the point to Kohlberg. Kohlberg over to Pulak. Pulak winds, fires one that's blocked in front. And it's Donovan who blocked it, who will skate it up and out of the zone and take his time before dumping in for Rochester. Schaller gets there first, and he has it in the near side corner in the Sound Tigers zone. 50 seconds left to go in the penalty to Sanguinetti. Schaller just killing time here nicely for the Amherst. Sound Tigers have 3 players in the near side corner. D'Amigo also trying to help out, but Schaller doing a great job of freezing the puck. And now it's finally Helmo digging it out, and he will move up ice. Here comes Helmo. Trying to skate through neutral ice, drops there for Scott Mayfield, who's off the bench. He dumps in this one to the left, or to the right of Lewin. Now it's taken by Donovan, and with 15 seconds left to go in the Sound Tigers power play, O'Reilly just dumps in, and Milner forced to play back behind. It's amazing this is the same team that did so well on the power play last year. Now 0 for its last 21 as the penalty to Sanguinetti expires. Here's Beck over the line, passes off to Finn, who shoots one that's over the net. Puck hops out, and it's Beck trying to drive his way to the net. Stopped in front by Lewin. Puck is still loose, and it's behind the net where Sanguinetti gets it, and he'll try and skate it out of the zone. Sanguinetti just flips out into the Sound Tigers end. This one goes all the way down and will be an icing. Amherst can't change with 8:09 left to go in this first period. Face-off coming to the left of Lewin. Again, Cal O'Reilly, a vet, knows what to do on this draw, taking his time going up against Ben Holmstrom. Second in the AHL last year with 51 assists, had 61 points total. Great playmaker is Cal O'Reilly. as Burrows tries a shot that's stopped by Lewin, and he holds on. We'll take a break. 8:04 left to go in this first period. Sound Tigers and Amherst still scoreless.
The AHL season is here, and AHL Live is your ticket to all the action. AHL Live has every game, including both home and away commentary. Watch live or on demand, full or condensed games. Watch free highlights from around the league. With streaming to your tablet, phone, or computer, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on your PC with Quad View. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. If you want all the action of the AHL, then you need AHL Live.
Hey Sound Tiger fans, Economy Fuel, a proud sponsor of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, would like to tell you that if your home is cold enough to have your own ice rink in it, you don't have to suffer anymore. The Economy Fuel Consortium program can save you hundreds of dollars on your heating bills. Just think about how many more Sound Tiger games you can attend with those savings. For more information, visit www.economyfuelco.com. Economy Fuel, no frills. Huge savings.
Face-off coming to the left of Lewin here. These two teams pretty much in the same form recently. The Amherst 5-4-0-1, the Sound Tigers 4-4-1-1 over their last 10 games. It's Holmstrom to take the draw against Verone. Looks like somebody jumped there. Helmo might have gotten the circle too quickly. Face-off won by the Sound Tigers. Helmo has it, trying at the top of the right circle to get a shot off. He's tied up and dumped in by Sanguinetti. He's down the left wing, trying to get by Pulak, who ties him up and knocks the puck away. Now Baptiste back behind the net. It's Verone who's knocked down by Holm. Here, it's going to be a trip against the Sound Tigers captain. Rochester power play this game. So Holmstrom with his team-leading 55th penalty minute of the year. And the draw coming to the left of Milner for the Amherst. 12.6% on the power play. That's 26th in the American Hockey League. 8.1% on the road. That's 29th in terms of road power play. The only team worse than the Amherst on the road on the power play is the Sound Tigers. As all 4 of them in the far side corner, they get the puck, and it's Jones who will skate it out for Bridgeport. Jones dumps on in. This one is gloved by Lewin, and he holds on as Jones and Ruidal go at it after the whistle. Jones all by his lonesome as 3 Amherst gang up on him, but faceoff will stay in the Amherst zone. 7:30 left to go in this first period. 17 seconds gone by in the penalty to Ben Holmstrom. O'Reilly to take the draw against Kearns. Bracken Kearns leading the Sound Tigers at a +11 right now. It's back behind with Ruidal. Gets it up to Matt Donovan. Donovan down the right wing. Drops it there for Baptiste. Knocked off his stick by Kearns and sent all the way down the ice where Lewin is forced to play it. Now back with Ruidal. He skates up ice, and at center ice he just dumps in. Along the near side boards, it's taken by Ruidal at the left point. He sends over to Donovan, who tries a shot that's wide of the net. Now O'Reilly near side boards tries a center one, carry a shot, deflected up and over the net. Donovan sends back behind for Baptiste. Mayfield ties him up, but it's taken by O'Reilly. He sends up the boards to Ruidal. Now he has it left point. O'Reilly, top of the left circle, cross ice pass. Donovan had some room, but the puck hopped over his stick. Now the puck comes to the line, and James Wright will have some time to send it all the way down the ice. Sound Tigers have 45 seconds left in their first penalty kill of the game. Back with Ruidal. He leaves behind the net for Roback. Amherst's second unit will come out. It's Bailey skating on up. Bailey, another pick in that 2013 draft, a second rounder for the Sabres back in 2013. Burrows sends up the boards, kept in by Leduc. He fires one that's blocked away by Milner. Now Verone along the near side boards, trying to get it back to the point. Kearns and Burrows digging at him, and finally Jones helps out. Can't get it out. Nice job there by Leduc to keep in. The defenseman gets it on back to Roback. He has some room, shoots one that's wide of the glove of Milner. Now Verone leaves on off. Schaller back to the point. Roback over to Verone. Holmstrom out of the box. Leduc with some room. Shoots one that's off the blocker of Milner. Now in the near side corner, it's up to Kearns, who will flip up and out of the zone. Holmstrom just trying to get it deep, but Leduc takes right back for the Amerks and sends back in. Both teams will change. 5:30 left to go in this first period. We still have no score. Here's Kevin Churchman skating up ice, hits the red line and dumps in. It's chased down by James Wright. Austin plays away from him up the far side boards. Nobody there on defense for the Sound Tigers. It's moved the other way by Baptiste. Comes in with a head of steam, shoots one just over the net. Now Austin near side boards, tries a shot from bad angle, stopped by Milner, and he hops on top of the puck to cover it. 5:08 left to go in this first period. The Sound Tigers and Amherst still scoreless. Shot 6-4 in favor of Rochester.
It's the ocean's most deadly predator. Scary, sleek, powerful.
Time out! I just touched one.
What? Come see the new Sharks and Rays Touch Tank, which completes the Maritime Aquarium's fantastic refurbishment. 21 new exhibits, 27 new species, 300 new animals, and an all-new seal show. New Touch a Shark, free with admission to the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk.
Mom, can we come again?
Of course we can. We're members.
Race over to Scap Dodge of Fairfield now. For over 45 years, Scap Dodge has been the place people go to shop for new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Come test drive one of the economical and fuel-efficient cars like the all-new Dodge Caliber or the sleek new 2008 Avenger. We also have a full selection of trucks, minivans, and SUVs, as well as a large number of quality pre-owned vehicles in stock. We have vehicles for your family and to protect your family. So come see for yourself the way car buying should be.
Face-off coming in the Sound Tigers zone here. Holmstrom to take the draw to the right of Milner. O'Reilly on it for the Amerks. He wins it back to Sanguinetti. Sets one up for Roback, but his shot shanked into the far side corner. Now Carrier turns it over to Floric, who can't get it out of the zone. Now here's Karkner. He goes back behind the net to Mayfield. Scott Mayfield rims it up the near side boards, but Helmo just helps it out, can't control, and so O'Reilly takes it for Rochester. Cal O'Reilly skating up ice, just gets it through Helmo. And finally Bailey gets into the Sound Tigers zone, but Bridgeport moving right back. Mayfield tips it in with the help from Floric. And now Sanguinetti, near side corner in his own end. O'Reilly gets it up and out of the zone. Bailey skating through neutral ice, dumps in, chases it. Holmstrom rubs him out of the play, and it's Mayfield behind his own net. Scott Mayfield up to Karkner, but off his stick, and now Floric skating into the Amherst zone. Floric tries a shot that's deflected up and out of play with 4:16 left to go in this first period. For the Sound Tigers, this their second game of a 3-3. They're 2-3 this year in the Saturday portion of the 3-3. Have lost 3 straight though on Saturday. It's on back to Churchman. Churchman at the left point sends down low for Kearns, taken away by Verone and taken right back by the Sound Tigers. It's Beck with it. Far side corner. Beck trying to go back to the point. Sends down low for Kearns, directly behind Lewin. He skates to the far side corner. Here's Beck with it. Trying to move to the front of the net. We're going to get a penalty here against Ruedel. Now it's Beck. Has it taken away by the Amerks. They touch up. Power play coming for the Sound Tigers. Really doesn't matter record-wise whether or not the Sound Tigers are scoring on the power play. Sure, it helps, but Bridgeport 5 and 6 when scoring a power play goal this year, so they've had to be better when not scoring a power play goal. It's only 11 games they have scored power play goals this season. It's Whitney near side boards. Whitney on back to Pulak. Same unit out there for the Sound Tigers. Here's Kohlberg on back to Pulak. Now over to Whitney 1x1. That's stopped there by Lewin. Now near side corner, Whitney over to Wright, taken away by Leduc, who's tripped up. And that negates the power play as Wright will go to the box. 20 seconds into the Sound Tigers power play. So Bridgeport officially 0 for 2 in the game with the man advantage. Faceoff comes back in the Sound Tiger zone. Kern's going to take it. He and Whitney out there for Bridgeport. This year at 4-on-4, the Sound Tigers have 4 goals for, 3 goals against. As Donovan has it left point. Donovan sends down low, back behind the net. Churchman has it, trying to send up the near side boards. Churchman gains control and skates it up. Churchman through neutral ice, in over the line. Churchman offside on the play. Made a nice move around Leduc, but play was already blown dead. Again, we mentioned first trip here for Rochester since 2002. The Sound Tigers have earned points in all 3 games against Rochester in their history. 2-0, 1-0 against the Amerks. That one overtime loss came back on November 20th when Rochester won 3-2 on an overtime goal by Bobby Sanguinetti. Bailey takes into the offensive zone. We've still got 1:15 of 4-on-4, and now we're going to have 4-on-3 as a boarding call goes against the Sound Tigers. It's going to be Kearns going off as Bailey is slow to his feet. We'll get a 4-on-3 power play for Rochester here. Rochester going to get a 4-on-3 for the next minute 12. And they'll turn into a 5-on-3 for 21 seconds, barring any goals, and then 27 seconds more of power play time for Rochester. Holmstrom, Karkner, and Mayfield, the 3 out there for Bridgeport. O'Reilly to take the draw for the Amerks. Face-off goes to the near side boards. Mayfield chips it up the boards, and Ben Holmstrom tries to get it. Puck hopping on him, so he can't send it all the way down. It's taken by O'Reilly. He'll skate methodically up ice. O'Reilly right over the center dot, goes over to Leduc near side boards. Leduc in the offensive zone, leaves for Schaller. Now he tries to play back to the point, but it's taken away by Karkner, sent all the way down the ice. Lewin leaves behind his own net, 2:35 left to go in this first period. Still no score, shots 8-5 in favor of the Amerks. It's O'Reilly skating into the offensive end. He would have been offside, so he has to go back. Gives off to Schaller. He has it near side boards, plays it back to the point. Leduc with it, right point. Leduc back to Roback. 25 left to go in the 4-on-3. Leduc down low for O'Reilly, back onto Roback. He sends down low, far side boards for O'Reilly. Now Roback sets up Leduc for the one-timer. Those two play catch. Move down low, it's O'Reilly again. Back to Roback, over for Leduc, one-timer. Kick save there by Milner. The rebound out in front. Here's Roback to Leduc again. He blasts one that's blocked in front. Floric can't clear the puck. Here's Roback with Ruidel out of the box. It's a 5-on-3 here as a shot stopped in front by Milner. The rebound is cleared out of the zone by Floric. 13 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. Right standing in the box as Leduc touched the puck and was offside on the play. Karkner not happy with Schaller. It looks like Karkner wants to go with someone tonight. But the faceoff going to come outside the Sound Tiger zone with 8 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. 36 seconds left to go in penalty kill time for the Sound Tigers. Holmstrom out there to take the draw. Verone taking it for the Amerks. It's one back to Ruidel. And now with Donovan. Donovan skates in the offensive zone. Churchman hacking away at it, can't get it out. And now finally, Holmstrom sends it the length of the ice. Wright skates down to chase it. He'll be the first one on it. James Wright, far side corner with 20 seconds left to go. And what is now a 5-on-4 power play for the Amerks. It's Donovan with the puck, leaves on back for Ruidel, who will skate up ice. He hits the red line, gives off to Verone, and the Amerks trying to get in the offensive zone. Finally, Bailey will just send on in with 1:05 left to go in this first period. The Sound Tigers have killed off the 5-on-3 as Kearns is out of the box. Churchman sends it all the way down. This will be an icing. Sound Tigers back to 5-on-5, and we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Amerks. O'Reilly back out to take the draw, playing in a line with Carrier and Baptiste tonight. Baptiste scored a goal late in the first period. That was the opening goal last time these two teams played. Just 8 seconds left in the first period when Baptiste scored that goal to open the scoring. Puck sent all the way around the boards. It's O'Reilly sending it down low for Baptiste. He's tied up by Burrows, a pair of 2013 draft picks. Watching here is now Wright has it. Now they get it right back in their skates, and it's Churchman taking away. Holmstrom up the near side boards, gets it up to Kearns. It's out of the zone. Burrows and Baptiste going at it behind the play as now Churchman will send in with 25 left to go in the period. Sanguinetti over to Roback. Roback goes up the near side boards. This one tipped all the way down. It will be an icing, but Finn got there to negate it, and now Finn will skate it up with 10 seconds left to go in the period. Tipped into the offensive zone by Root, but taken by Austin. He flips back into neutral ice, and Pulak has it knocked away from him, but that will do it for the first period. Shots 10-5 after 20 minutes of play, and the Sound Tigers and Amherst are still scoreless. So we'll take a break. Sound Tigers and Amherst, no score through 20 minutes. When we come back, we'll have the call of the second period. So stay tuned. You're listening to Sound Tigers Hockey here on AHL Live.
Oh, hi. Right now, I'm getting a remarkably heartfelt bear hug from Smokey Bear. Thanks, big guy. Now, if you could let me down. See, I made sure there were no low-hanging branches when I set up my campfire. And before we left, I drowned out my campfire, stirred it, drowned it out again, then made sure it was cold. Visit SmokeyBear.com to learn tips to prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I wish I was in school. I wish I was in school.
Summer isn't fun when you're hungry.
Give me a math quiz. I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard. I wish I was in school.
If your child relies on free school lunches, we can help provide them with free meals this summer. Together, we're Feeding America.
To find your local Feeding America food bank, visit feedingamerica.org/summer meals. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
I burnt everything.
Ah! And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window. And then, somehow, my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org/CT. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ct.gov/DEMHS and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by the Connecticut Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, he's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him.
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Juice, Mom! Juice, juice, juice! Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom, I want juice! Mom, juice, Mom!
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We're retired, and this is how we live United.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement, too. We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic. We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hey, Russell Wilson here, and I know how important exercise is.
It's essential. It's essential.
With Play 60, United Way and the NFL are helping kids stay active and play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids. Healthy kids.
But what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60 because great things happen when we live united.
Donate, donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
The AHL season is here, and AHL Live is your ticket to all the action. AHL Live has every game, including both home and away commentary. Watch live or on demand, full or condensed games. Watch free highlights from around the league. With streaming to your tablet, phone, or computer, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on your PC with Quad View. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. If you want all the action of the AHL, then you need AHL Live.
Hey Sound Tiger fans, Economy Fuel, a proud sponsor of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, would like to tell you that if your home is cold enough to have your own ice rink in it, you don't have to suffer anymore. The Economy Fuel Consortium program can save you hundreds of dollars on your heating bills. Just think about how many more Sound Tiger games you can attend with those savings. For more information, visit www.economyfuelco.com. Economy Fuel, no frills. Huge savings.
It's the ocean's most deadly predator. Scary, sleek, powerful.
Shark! Time out! I just touched one.
What? Come see the new Sharks and Rays Touch Tank, which completes the Maritime Aquarium's fantastic refurbishment. 21 new exhibits, 27 new species, 300 new animals, and an all-new seal show. New Touch-A-Shark, free with admission to the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk.
Mom, can we come again?
Of course we can. We're members.
Race over to Scap Dodge of Fairfield now. For over 45 years, Scap Dodge has been the place people go to shop for new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Come test drive one of economical and fuel-efficient cars like the all-new Dodge Caliber or the sleek new 2008 Avenger. We also have a full selection of trucks, minivans, and SUVs, as well as a large number of quality pre-owned vehicles in stock. We have vehicles for your family and to protect your family. So come see for yourself the way car buying should be.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. The only thing I didn't learn in school today is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Oh, hi. Right now, I'm getting a remarkably heartfelt bear hug from Smokey Bear. Thanks, big guy. Now, if you could let me down. See, I made sure there were no low-hanging branches when I set up my campfire. And before we left, I drowned out my campfire, stirred it, drowned it out again, then made sure it was cold. Visit SmokeyBear.com to learn tips to prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I I wish I was in school.
I wish I was in school.
Summer isn't fun when you're hungry.
Give me a math quiz. I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard.
I wish I was in school.
If your child relies on free school lunches, we can help provide them with free meals this summer. Together, we're Feeding America.
To find your local Feeding America food bank, visit feedingamerica.org/summer meals. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
I burnt everything.
Ah! And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window. And then, somehow, my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org/CT. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ct.gov/DEMHS and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by the Connecticut Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, he's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Welcome back for the second period. Paul Ryan here from Webster Bank Arena. The Sound Tigers taking on the Rochester Americans. And no scoring in that first period, but we had some power plays, some penalties. Both teams 0 for on the man advantage, obviously. Rochester 0 for 3, had a 5-on-3 and a 4-on-3 there in that first period, but could not score. Bridgeport 0 for 2. On the power play, now 0 for their last 22 on the man advantage. Leading all players in shots in that first period, Jerome Leduc with 3. As Leduc played in his 200th, or had his 200th AHL assist back on December 16th at Utica. I was originally going to say he had a goal on Wednesday night against St. John's in that 3-2 shootout win for the Ice Caps. If you're wondering why the Sound Tigers don't play Rochester much, despite Rochester not being much farther than teams like Syracuse, who Bridgeport played 18 times last year, or Binghamton, or Utica, well, it's because they were in different conferences. Rochester out in the West, much like Toronto. The Marlies out in the West last year, but even though they come to the East, Sound Tigers don't play them this year. The Sound Tigers do play Rochester twice. They do play Utica twice. They played Utica twice already. This is their second meeting with the Amerks this year. Looks like we're ready to go. No carryover penalties or power plays to start this second period. As Ben Holmstrom ready to take the draw against Cal O'Reilly. A pair of captains on this draw. Pair of players who have brothers in the organization. Cal O'Reilly's older brother, Ryan, up with the Sabres as it's Carrier taking on in. Carrier on the backhand, plays on back to Bailey, but it's intercepted by Matt Karkner. He sends up the far side boards out neutral ice. It's Helmo, who's on side and over the line. Helmo trying to make a move on Donovan, but his former teammate plays away from him. Carrier takes back in. Karkner plays it up and out. Here comes Florek. 3-on-2 for the Sound Tigers. Florek down the left wing. Cross ice pass for Holmstrom. He centers one, kicked away by Lewin. Now Mayfield a shot. That glove, the rebound is loose, but it's popped out Back to the point where Karkner has it, left point. He sends down low for Florek. Tries to go back to Karkner and does. Karkner shot deflected, stopped there by Lewin. Good redirect in front by Helmo. Good shift here for this third line to start this second period. Mayfield knocks it down at center ice. Mayfield plays it up for Whitney. Whitney down the right wing, 3-on-2, over to Wright. James Wright, a shot, he scores! James Wright beats Lewin over the glove, and the Sound Tigers, just 59 seconds into the second, have a 1-0 lead. Innocent looking shot there. Looks like Helmo leading the charge. That might be his third goal in 2 home games here for the Sound Tigers if he got a stick on it. Great look by Whitney over to Wright. I'm not sure if Helmo got the redirect. We'll wait for the official call, but either way, the Sound Tigers on the board and have the 1-0 lead.
James Wright, his 6th of the season, assisted by number 28, Mike Helmo, and number 9, Joe Whitney at 59 seconds of the period.
So they're giving the goal to Wright. Helmo and Whitney with the assists as it's Wright playing up to Whitney, and Whitney into neutral ice where Sebastian Kohlberg skates into it. Roback back to play in his own end. Played up the near side boards, up to Coletta, who skates into the offensive zone, the former Sabre. In his 10th season in the Sabres organization. Now it's with D'Amigo. D'Amigo top of the left circle, shoots one that's blocked in front. D'Amigo again, near side boards, sends it on back, and it's intercepted. Wright skates it the other way, but he can't get by Sanguinetti. He's got some speed skating on back. Sanguinetti just plays on even further for Roback, who gets it out of the zone. Now Veroni gets it out, and Sanguinetti through neutral ice. He's over the line. Baptiste near side boards, try to send down low. Verone helps him out. It's back behind with Burrows. Burrows up to Beck. The Sound Tigers trying a quick breakout there, but Finn lost control of it. Has to go back to Burrows. Burrows pass up to Beck. Tried to go up the middle of the ice. Nearly turned it over in the slot. Back behind the net, it's Burrows again. Over to Finn. And now skated out by Root. 3-on-2 come the Sound Tigers. Here's Beck moving on in down the right wing. Beck has it knocked off his stick by Austin. Now here's Root, a shot from a bad angle. Kicked away by Lewin. Now it's moved out into neutral ice. Finn with it. He sends right back into Beck. Beck down the left wing over to Kearns. Kearns centering pass for Root, just missed him. Now here's Karkner. He keeps in, but it's intercepted. And here come the Emmerich the other way. Down the right wing, Verone trying to get by Finn. Good stick there by the Sound Tigers defenseman. He blocks it, and here come the Sound Tigers the other way. It's Kearns trying to find Beck with the long stretch pass, but that one too far. We get an icing against Bridgeport. 3:03 into this second period. Sound Tigers with the 1-0 lead on the goal from James Wright. For Wright, his 6th goal of the season. Didn't play Rochester the last time these two teams faced off. He was injured the game before. But for Wright, that's 11 points in the year. And for Whitney, now has 31. He's in 3rd place in the American Hockey League with those 31 points. Root has it in his skates, trying to get it up to Beck. Root just hits the red line and dumps in. Beck will get it along the far side boards. He actually lets it go as it would have been offside against the Sound Tigers. Skated out by Nevins. Now Leduc, he'll dump in along the far side boards in the Sound Tigers zone. Mayfield trying to get it up and out. Good forecheck there by the Emmerichs. Nevins tries a shot that's stopped by Milner. The rebound is loose. Milner able to cover up before the Emmerichs could get there. Parker Milner, 3 shutout periods for the Sound Tigers, 3+. So we're 3:29 into this second period. Milner has made 29 stops on his first 29 shots he's faced this year with the Sound Tigers. Again, had a great year, or was having a great year down in Missouri before the Sound Tigers recalled him last week after Christopher Gibson was called up by the Islanders due to the injury to Yaroslav Halak. Halak is back with the team, so Gibson might be coming back soon. They've got 4 goalies up there with the Islanders, as Jean-Francois Berube, who we saw for 1 game, is up and still hurt with the Isles on IR. As Floric dumps this one in, it will not be an icing as Leduc chases down. Now here's Helmo back behind the net. Donovan has it taken away. Here's Floric on back to Karkner. He blasts one. Holmstrom nearly got a stick on it. It goes back behind the net. Now here's Holmstrom near side corner. Ben Holmstrom tries a shot from a bad angle. It goes back to Mayfield. He shoots one that's blocked in front by Donovan. Matt Donovan trying to get it out, get some help from Carrier, but it's going to be brought right back in by the Sound Tigers. And it's played back behind where Helmo lets it go for Floric. Near side boards, Floric tries a shot that goes well wide of the net. It's kept in by Pulak. He sends it along the far side boards. Holmstrom a shot that's kicked away by Lewin. Now Churchman sends back behind for Helmo. Another good shift for this line here. The Holmstrom line for the Sound Tigers. It's a legal hand pass in the defensive zone. It's up to Donovan. Now Carrier takes in down the left wing, trying to shoot one. It's stopped by Milner, and he holds on with 4:34 gone by in this second period. Shots 14-9 in favor of the Amerks. We mentioned the former Sound Tiger Matt Donovan so often, but Donovan's 6th all-time in Sound Tigers assists, has 87, 10th all-time in points with 119. That just in 180 games on the blue line for the Sound Tigers over 4 years. Pulak trying to go up the far side boards, taken away by Coletti. Goes back to the point of shot there. Blocked in front as Pulak got in the way of that one. Also, D'Amigo was in front of the Sound Tigers net. Here's Churchman, hacked out along the near side boards. Nearly got hit there by Sanguinetti, but it pops back to Pulak, who has it in his own zone. Pulak up the near side boards trying to find Vive. It's tipped into the offensive zone. Vive chases it down. Now it's Gomes taking away near side corner. In the offensive zone, Jared Gomes on a 3-game point streak, trying to leave there for Connor Jones as Gomes and Jones battle for it along the end boards. Still digging there. It's finally taken away. A shot here by Vive. Looked like it went off the post. It hopped right into the air and into the near side corner. Justin Vive popping in there, just trying to fool Lewin after that puck was caught up as it comes to the slot. Shot by Jones, kicked away by Lewin. Real good chance for this fourth line here as this one tipped out into neutral ice and Burrows has to go back to play. Here's Finn with it now right at the red line, and this puck comes back into the Sound Tiger zone. Verone goes behind the net. Taken away by Finn, but taken right back by Verone. He gives off to Coletta. Now back behind the net without a stick as Finn. He knocks down his man. Verone trying to get it, gets it on off. Now Finn gets it on up to Wright, who will skate it out of the zone. James Wright gets it a little too far for Burrows, who tips into the offensive end. Burrows interfered with there as Ruedel tried to play away from him. Now Ruedel going to skate it out of the zone. Chad Ruedel played 3 years at UMass Lowell with Josh Holmstrom out of the lineup tonight. His brother Ben graduated the year before those two got there. Now it's Austin trying a shot that's blocked in front by Burrows. He goes behind the net for Karkner. Karkner will take his time before passing up to Whitney. Now it's with Wright. He skates through neutral ice. James Wright with the goal in this game. He tries to get by Dupuis. It's up the far side boards. Beck nearly took the head off of Nevins. And now finally the Amerks going to just flip it out and all the way down. This will be an icing against Rochester as Karkner first one back. 13-12 left to go in this second period. Sound Tigers leading this one 1-0. Kearns to take the draws, the top line out for the Sound Tigers. Or second line, whatever you want to call it. Two top lines really for the Sound Tigers as Kearns and Whitney are split up, but we get a stoppage here. And we'll take a break. 13:06 left to go in this second period. Sound Tigers leading the Amerks 1-0.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Face-off coming to the right of, or the left of Lewin here on the right side of the offensive zone. Just got a change on that goal. Looks like Halmo will get credit for it. So Halmo from right and Whitney now the official scoring of the goal. Face-off here, it's Kearns who shoots one. Stopped by Lewin. The face-off would look like it was won by the Amerks, but the Sound Tigers controlled there, and Kearns with a great chance. Lewin had to be big there. Here's Karkner, left point. Sends over to Mayfield along the blue line. Mayfield tries a shot right into the stomach of Lewin. He holds on for the whistle. So for Halmo, that is his third goal in 2 home games. Now has 5 goals on the year. Still an assist for Whitney. So he still has 31 points on the year. For Wright, his 6th assist. So he's now got 11 points on the season. Ben Holmstrom to take the draw. Schaller to take it for the Amerks. Holmstrom trying to win it back. Now it's with Floric. Far side corner, it's with Halmo. Halmo looks at the net, drives to the net. Schaller stood him up, and it's moved the other way by D'Amigo. Taken right back by Floric. Dumped along the far side boards. Floric tried a centering pass, nobody home. Coletta trying to get it out. Churchman pinches in to help out. Now Coletta try to glove it over the line. Finally gets it out to D'Amigo. D'Amigo hits the red line and will dump in right on Milner. Puck played into the far side corner along the far side boards. Ben Holmstrom going to skate it up and out of the zone up to Mike Halmo. Over the red line now over to Floric. Floric down the center of the ice, taken away by Leduc. He sends it up ice, but Pulak sends right back up to Halmo. Down the left wing, Mike Halmo. Into the near side corner, now Floric coming in to help out, but it's taken away by Donovan. He plays right up to Schaller and through neutral ice. He dumps in, this will be an icing against Rochester. Not a smart play there by the Amerks, as they were at the end of a shift and needed a change. Will not get it, as I believe that was Schaller. It was just a couple feet short of the red line. Just dumped it in. So fourth line comes out for the Sound Tigers here. Connor Jones to take the draw against Schaller. 11:55 left to go in this period as Burrows with a shot that's gloved by Lewin. Vive pushing with Donovan in front. Everyone's separated as now the Amerks will be able to get the change. So they're just announcing the goal given to Halmo. Against Jones to take the draw. False start on the faceoff. Looks like they're going to hold for 1 second on the board as they went a little too quickly off that draw. Verone to take it for the Amerks. He led this Americans team last year with 44 points. As Burrows sends it down low for Gomes. Jared Gomes, far side boards, leaves for Burrows. Burrows tried a centering pass. It's knocked away as Vive was right on the doorstep. Now Burrows back to Finn. Finn left point, sends it down low. This one for Vive. Goes through him and over to Gomes, far side corner. Now back to Vive. It's back behind where Jones trying to dig for it, but Verone takes away, and Verone gets it out of the zone. Possible 2-on-1 here for the Amerks. Verone down the right wing. Hacked at there by Jones, and Jones does a nice job to force him to the outside. Now Jones going to get called for a penalty as he got the stick in the midsection of Verone. He goes after him after the whistle, or away from the play, I should say. The whistle still hasn't gone. Now it's left here, O'Reilly circling back in his own zone. Will take it back behind his own net, allow all 6 skaters to go up for the Amerks with Lewin to the bench waiting for the penalty. Baptiste has to go off his skate. The Sound Tigers touch up. We will get a hooking call against Connor Jones. So Jones 2 minutes for hooking. The Sound Tigers go to their 4th penalty kill of the night. Again, this penalty coming into this game was 85.5%, that's 7th in the American Hockey League, 87.2% on home ice. Penalty kill went 4 for 4 up in Rochester. Power play went 0 for 8 on that game back on November 20th. Holmstrom to take the draw. Again, faced off against the captain O'Reilly. So pair of captains on this draw. Pair of guys that have captained multiple teams. This is a stalemate on the draw. And finally Karkner takes it. And Karkner sends it up the far side boards. Florek trying to help it out. Still on the far side boards. It's out to the line. Here's Donovan with some room. Donovan blasts one off the glove. Milner hops to the near side boards. Now Carrier still with the puck. Right circle on back to Ruedel. Now the far side. It's O'Reilly, a shot blocked away by Milner. Parker Milner's kept everything so simple here as it's dumped all the way down by Karkner. But Milner, no extra movements, no funny business. He just makes the save and moves on. And he's looked very sound positionally for the Sound Tigers over the last 3.5 periods that he has played. Carrier behind the net, rubbed out by Mayfield. Centering pass there goes off the skate of Baptiste. It's moved the other way, 3-on-3 for the Sound Tigers. Churchman just dumps in. Wright goes to chase after it. Wright knocked out of the play by Donovan. Baptiste takes the puck for the Amherst. Baptiste skating up the middle of the ice. Tried to lay one off to Bailey. Knocked away by Burrows. Now Florek comes in to help out. Here's Burrows, far side corner. Gets it up to Florek. Florek tries to chip it out. Nice keep there by Donovan, but he sends one up into the crowd. And with 9:34 left to go in this second period, the faceoff will stay inside the Sound Tigers zone. 40 seconds left to go in the penalty to Jones. Holmstrom against Verone on the draw. Faceoff is won back by the Amherst. Nice help out by Bailey there to get it on back to Leduc. Now far side boards. Verone tries a shot. That stopped in front. The rebound. Great stop there by Milner as he robbed Bailey. We're going to get a penalty here against the Sound Tigers, but Parker Milner has been outstanding for Bridgeport. Is now Karkner going after Schaller. And we'll see what the call is or who it's against. We know it's against the Sound Tigers, but what player it's against we do not know yet. Now Bailey got to be careful to not negate the two-man advantage the Amherst are going to get here. So it looks like Florek's going to be the one going to the box. Two forwards in the penalty box for the Sound Tigers is Jones and Florek, both penalty killers in the box. Looks like Holmstrom's going to come over the board. So a 5-on-3 here for the Amherst for the next 30 seconds. For the Sound Tigers this year have allowed 2 5-on-3 goals. Mayfield going to be forced to take the faceoff as Holmstrom is tossed out. I don't think Scott Mayfield's ever taken a draw in his life. And he can't win it. He almost did as Mayfield goes right back to his spot in front of the net. Now here's Ruedel. Lays it on off for Verone. It's Mayfield, Karkner, and Holmstrom on the kill as Verone stopped there. The rebound stopped as well by Milner. He holds on for the whistle. But that's something you only really see if it's on a 5-on-3, a defenseman taking a face-off. Like I said, got to ask Scott Mayfield the last time he took a face-off in his life. As Holmstrom might get tossed again. He's got to be careful. Mayfield not happy, yelling at the linesman. Now it's finally won back by Holmstrom, but kept in by Ruedel. He has it left point. Holmstrom out to him, but it's played away. And now Verone back to Ruedel, top of the left circle, walks towards the center of the ice, sends on down low to O'Reilly. A one-timer, glove there by Milner. Not sure how he saw that one, but Parker Milner in some sort of zone for the Sound Tigers as he makes his 20th stop of the night. Flashing the leather there. So we get another look at it on AHL Live. Schaller right in front of the net. But somehow Milner saw that one, got his glove on it. Again, that last home game, as Kearns can't win the draw. Poor drop, though. We're going to have to hold the guy in the box here. They're going to say 2 seconds ran off. But the last home game that Parker Milner started for the Sound Tigers, again back on January 19th, 2014, made a career-high 31 saves in that game. He's made 31 saves twice in his career. He also had 2 penalty minutes in that game, was called for a delay of game in the 5-1 win over Hartford. But Milner, undrafted out of Boston College, won 2 national championships with the Eagles in 2010 as a freshman and 2012 as a junior. His junior year he started for the Eagles and was outstanding on the way to their 3rd national title in 5 years. Kevin mentioned it last night, in his 3rd pro season, his 2nd with Bridgeport. They're going to try and put 2 seconds back on the clock and 2 seconds up for Jones. And they put up the 1:32 for Flork, so it looks like everything's all set. Emmerich stolen a 5-on-3 for 2 seconds. Face-off won by the Emmerichs. Here's Verone. Right circle. Looks on back. Jones out of the box. Verone sends down low. Schaller in front. Stopped there by Milner. The puck is loose. They score. It skipped through Milner. And right off the line, the Emmerichs get their first of the game. Right as the penalty to Jones expires. And we have a 1-1 hockey game. Looks like Bailey is going to get credit for the goal. We'll try to see what happened there as the play there in front is. Schaller got the shot off. It just squeaked through Milner. He thought he had it. It looked like Bailey was the one to poke that one in. We'll wait for the official call to see who gets it. As Wright is dumped at center ice. Coach Thompson not happy about it.
Rochester by number 95, Justin Bailey, his 4th of the season, assisted by number 11, Tim Shaler, and number 22, Phil Verone, at 11:15 of the period. That's 95 Bailey from 11 Shaler and 22 Verone at 11:15.
So it's sent all the way down. Bailey does get the goal, and Churchman has it in neutral ice. Sent right back in by the Sound Tigers. Austin gets it on up. In their own zone, Ruidel plays it on up to Carrier. He dumps in. The puck is sent out of play. And we'll take a break. 8:02 left to go in this second period. We're tied up at 1 apiece here at Webster Bank Arena.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Face-off coming at center ice here. As it's won back by the Sound Tigers for Bailey. his 4th of the season. He scored the shootout deciding goal for the Amerks on Wednesday night. We're going to get a penalty here against the Amerks as Jones make that Gomes skates into the offensive zone. Touched up by Robeck, and here comes the power play for the Sound Tigers. It is going to be, drum roll, looks like they're saying a hook. Shaler's not happy about it. It's a trip. He'll go to the box. Kearns, Whitney, and Wright out there with Kohlberg and Pulak. Sound Tigers desperately need a power play goal. Kearns sent down by Bailey before the draw. Or make that Coletta, not Bailey. So Wright comes in to take the draw and wins it back. Here's Kohlberg. Left point over to Pulak. Center point, he lays on off for Whitney. When he loses the puck, it's back to Kohlberg, who keeps in nicely. Now it's Kearns over to Pulak. He has plenty of room. Pulak in. Pulak pass in front, and it's stopped by Lewin. Somehow the net was wide open. The Sound Tigers can't score on the power play. It's been that way for the past 7 games. So Sound Tigers now hovering at about 10% and in danger of going into single digits in terms of percentage on the power play. Again, Bridgeport went 0 for 8 against Rochester last time these two teams played. Linesman doesn't want to drop the puck. Wright is not happy. It's one back to Kohlberg. Now here's Pulak. Back to Kohlberg over to Whitney. Far side boards. Pulak fakes the one-timer. It's back to Whitney. Top of the right circle for Kohlberg. He shoots one just wide. Good setup there for Sebastian Kohlberg, but the Sound Tigers just can't convert on the man advantage. Now Roback skating the other way. Roback on in. Tries a pass in front. It's deflected just wide. Now it's moved the other way by the Sound Tigers trying to catch the Rochester Americans in deep. Here's Wright on over to Whitney, far side boards. Whitney right circle back to Kohlberg. He shoots one. It's kicked away by Lewin. Now it's Sanguinetti sending all the way down for the Amerks. 50 seconds gone by in the power play, and already more chances on this man advantage for both teams than the Sound Tigers have had in the first couple. Whitney can't control it, sent all the way down, and Bridgeport has to chase. Maybe I spoke too soon. The Sound Tigers now having trouble getting into the offensive end. Here's Finn getting it to Mayfield. Mayfield with speed through neutral ice down the right wing. Skates on in. Mayfield to the net. Shoots one. Stopped by Lewin. Rebound is loose, and Finn can't get a shot off. Far side boards. It's back on. Back to Mayfield. Over to Finn, left point. Finn sends one towards the net. It's Helmo. Backhands one. It's stopped in front by Lewin. Now Mayfield sends down low for Helmo. Far side corner, but it's sent all the way down by the Amerks. And with 22 left to go in the power play, Milner plays it around up the near side boards. Here's Beck, takes a hit there from Coletta. Finn will skate up for the Sound Tigers. Here's Beck in neutral ice. He is over the line. Beck down the left wing, plays back for Helmo. On over to Churchman. Kevin Churchman winds and fires. That one blocked in front by Donovan. And Donovan trying to get it out. Hooked there by Vive. It's kept along the far side corner, but the penalty has expired. So the Sound Tigers 0 for 3 officially on the man advantage. Back in Bridgeport's end, it's Churchman along the far side boards, gets it up to Holmstrom. Possible on-man rush for the Sound Tigers, but the play is offside. They have to wait as Leduc takes the other way. Jerome Leduc taking on in, left wing shoots one that's blocked in front by Churchman. Now kept in by Baptiste, has plenty of room. Baptiste a shot blocker there, but they score. It hops over the line as Milner got a blocker on it, but Baptiste gets just enough juice on it to get it over the line, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Amerks. Baptiste scored last time against Rochester, or against the Sound Tigers for Rochester, and scores one here tonight. His 6th of the year. And again, the 3rd round pick of the Sabres, the 20-year-old, puts Rochester on top. Face-off won by the Amerks. Sanguinetti in his own zone, gives off to Roback. Roback plays it on up. in the offensive end. Amherst nearly had a chance at a 2-on-0, as now Carrier has a far side corner. He plays it on back to Roback. He fakes the shot, now sends it on net. That blocked in front by Karkner. Now far side boards. O'Reilly sends down low for Bailey. Bailey looking in front, but nobody there as it's knocked away by Mayfield. Taken again by the Amherst is O'Reilly battling against Holmstrom. Gomes trying to chip it up the boards, but the Amherst relentless here on the forecheck. Roback tries a shot, stopped by Milner, kicked into the far side corner. Now Carrier away from Karkner, tried to play it back to the point, but it's knocked away. And it's tied up there as Gomes trying to dig it out, but we get a whistle here, and we'll take a break. 4:30 left to go in the second period. The Sound Tigers now trailing the Amherst 2-1.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Face-off coming in the Sound Tigers' own Bridgeport after taking a 1-0 lead on a goal by Mike Helmo, now trailing 2-1. Being outshot 24-22 by the Americans, looking to win their first game in regulation against the Sound Tigers. They are 1-2 all-time against Bridgeport. Again, that only win coming in overtime back on November 20th. It's with Karkner right in front of his own net, plays up to Kearns, who goes at the far side boards. He's chopped down and dumps it in as Beck goes to chase it. Beck tried to play it along to Root. Sanguinetti takes away, and he plays on up to Coletta. Now it's with D'Amigo through neutralized. D'Amigo with speed into the offensive end. Mayfield tried to play it away. It's kicked out by Milner. It's the shot on net by Schaller. Now it's up to Root. He's through neutralized, lays off to Kearns near side boards. Kearns trying to send down low, taken away by Coletta. He passes on up to D'Amigo, has a step on Churchman, tried to make a move, is stopped there and knocked down, but Churchman going to get called for a penalty here. He's going to get called for a hold as he knocked down D'Amigo on the play. Good move there by the former Maple Leafs draft pick, Jerry D'Amigo, who, as the World Juniors go on, was on that 2010 team for the U.S. that won the gold. D'Amigo, a sixth-round pick of the Maple Leafs back in 2009 in his second year with the Amherst, his sixth year playing professionally. So the Amherst go to the power play, Churchman to the box. And in this game, the Amherst are 0 for 4 on the power play. Or make that 1 for 5, excuse me, as they had that power play goal last time. It's Karkner playing back for Mayfield, who sends it into the Sound Tigers bench. Will not be a penalty as it did not clear the high glass. So Bridgeport to their 6th kill of the game. Face-off coming to the right of Milner here. Holmstrom to take yet another draw. He's talking to the referee right now. Not happy about something. But he's going to be matched up against Verone. Face-off won by the Amherst. Here's Leduc. Left point lays on off for Verone. Left hash on back to Leduc. He walks the line, gives on off. Verone shoots one towards the net, hits the post. That one just beat Milner, but did not go into the back of the net as it's sent all the way down by the Sound Tigers. Here's Floric, first one on the puck. Ties it up behind the net, much like Schaller did back in that first period. Just killing off some time. Verone drops on off for Leduc, and Floric goes to the bench. Here's Leduc behind his own net, plays on up for Verone. He has it neutralized. We'll move it on up to Schaller, now over to Bailey. He shoots one, kicked out. The rebound is out to Verone, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Plays it on back to Roback. He walks the line, gives on off Verone. Now over to the right point where Leduc has it. He moves down low into the near side corner. Jones trying to swipe it away. Bailey also in there. Bailey holding up Jones and knocks him down. Puck played up the near side boards, and Kearns will get it on out. 3-on-2 here for the Sound Tigers. Here's Kearns. Looking at the net, plays over to Karkner. He shoots one, he scores! Matt Karkner, a shorthanded goal, and the Sound Tigers have tied this game up at 2. A goal from an unlikely source, the 5th shorthanded goal of the year for the Sound Tigers. Great pass by Kearns over to Karkner. And the big man with his 2nd goal of the year and his 150th AHL point. So congrats to Matt. And a big goal there for the Sound Tigers shorthanded. So they've scored more shorthanded goals over the last 7 games than they've scored on the power play. Ruido in neutral ice gets it up to Donovan. Still 43 seconds left of power play time for the Amerks. Ruidel over to the left point. It's O'Reilly on back to Ruidel. Now Donovan 1x1. That's over the glove of Milner. Now a little bit more life in this building as it's sent all the way down. Lewin just leaves there for Ruidel. And with 25 left to go in the power play and 2:15 left to go in the period, Ruidel skates it up ice through Kohlberg, lays on off to Baptiste. Baptiste with a move there on Pulak, plays it back for Donovan, who somehow kept that one in the zone. Now O'Reilly right point. Near side boards, it's Ruidel. On over to Donovan. Top of the left circle, back to O'Reilly. Behind the back pass over to Ruidel. 4 seconds left to go in the power play. Here's Donovan, a shot that's blocked in front. Holmstrom can't clear. Baptiste, the penalty has expired. 1 for 6 on the power play are the Amerks. Here's Baptiste, back to the point. Ruidel, right point. Near side boards, it's taken by O'Reilly. Now Ruidel, a one-timer. He whiffed on that one. Now Donovan sends it back behind the net, but Pulak takes over, and Pulak will skate it out for the Sound Tigers. 3-on-3 come the Sound Tigers. Here's Pulak moving on in. Down the left wing, sends it back behind the net where Holmstrom tries to get it. He's sealed off by Donovan. It's moved to the point, but kept in by Finn. Finn moving on in, fakes the shot. Finn has it knocked off his stick by D'Amigo, and it's sent all the way down. This won't be an icing unless Coletta can get there, and he does. Coletta, nice job to negate the icing. Coletta trying to center one. He's tied up by Churchman back behind the net. From the seat of his pants, Coletta turns it over to Finn, who plays it right in front of his net, but it's away to right. Sound Tigers still trying to break out of their own zone. 1 minute left to go in the period. Sound Tigers have tied this game up at 2 on a goal shorthanded from Matt Karkner. James Wright, who had a primary assist on the first Sound Tiger goal. Now it's back with Beck along the far side boards. Beck in the far side corner, turns it over. It's now with Austin. Austin, as it's taken away by Wright, down low for Beck. Behind the net, gives on to Wright. Wright tries a shot that's blocked in front. Kananachi gets it on up and out of the zone. It's Garbowski who just dumps in for the Amerks, trying to get by Karkner. Taken away by Mayfield, and he'll play it up with 25 left to go in this second period. Whitney didn't hit the line, so dumps it in softly, and Leduc back to play. Now Roback tries to play up the middle of the ice. Great intercept by Kearns. Kearns on in, drops there for Beck. Beck shoots one, he scores! Taylor Beck with 11.8 seconds left to go in the period, and the Sound Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead. It looked like Bridgeport was going into the second intermission down by 1. A shorthanded goal by Matt Karkner and a even strength goal by Taylor Beck with 11.8 to go. He thought about passing, he looked it off, and he beat Lewin over the glove. The Sound Tigers with a late surge. Looked like they're going to take a 3-2 lead into the intermission. Can't speak too soon, though. We've seen 5 goals in this second period. Here's Churchman dumping on in. Ruidel in his own zone with 7 left to play. Back behind the net. Here's Austin. Plays it on up. Carrier sealed off, and that will do it for the period. As the Sound Tigers get 3 in the second period, the Amerks get 2, and after 40 minutes of play, it is a 3-2 Sound Tigers lead. Bridgeport 5 for 6 on the kill, but again, are 0 for 3 on the power play. That power play, sooner or later, has to come through. We're going to take a break for the second intermission, but when we come back, we'll have the call of the third period, so stay tuned. You're listening to Sound Tigers Hockey here on AHL Live.
Juice, Mom. Juice, juice, juice.
Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom,
I want juice.
Mom,
Juice, juice, juice.
Mom.
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement, too. We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic. We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hey, Russell Wilson here, and I know how important exercise is.
It's essential. It's essential.
With Play 60, United Way and the NFL are helping kids stay active and play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids. Healthy kids.
But what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60 because great things happen when we live united.
Donate, donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want
stadium.
to be
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
The AHL season is here, and AHL Live is your ticket to all the action. AHL Live has every game, including both home and away commentary. Watch live or on demand, full or condensed games. Watch free highlights from around the league. With streaming to your tablet, phone, or computer, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on your PC with Quad View. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. If you want all the action of the AHL, then you need AHL Live.
Hey Sound Tiger fans, Economy Fuel, a proud sponsor of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, would like to tell you that if your home is cold enough to have your own ice rink in it, you don't have to suffer anymore. The Economy Fuel Consortium program can save you hundreds of dollars on your heating bills. Just think about how many more Sound Tiger games you can attend with those savings. For more information, visit www.economyfuelco.com. Economy Fuel, no frills. Huge savings.
It's the ocean's most deadly predator. Scary, sleek, powerful.
Time out! I just touched one.
What? Come see the new Sharks and Rays Touch Tank, which completes the Maritime Aquarium's fantastic refurbishment. 21 new exhibits, 27 new species, 300 new animals, and an all-new seal show. New Touch a Shark, free with admission to the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk.
Mom, can we come again?
Of course we can. We're members.
Race over to Cap Dodge of Fairfield now. For over 45 years, Cap Dodge has been the place people go to shop for new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Come test drive one of economical and fuel-efficient cars like the all-new Dodge Caliber or the sleek new 2008 Avenger. We also have a full selection of trucks, minivans, and SUVs, as well as a large number of quality pre-owned vehicles in stock. We have vehicles for your family and to protect your family. So come see for yourself the way car buying should be.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. The only thing I didn't learn in school today is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Oh, hi. Right now, I'm getting a remarkably heartfelt bear hug from Smokey Bear. Thanks, big guy. Now, if you could let me down. See, I made sure there were no low-hanging branches when I set up my campfire. And before we left, I drowned out my campfire, stirred it, drowned it out again, then made sure it was cold. Visit SmokeyBear.com to learn tips to prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I wish I was in school. I wish I was in school.
Summer isn't fun when you're hungry.
Give me a math quiz. I'll stay after class. I'll clean the chalkboard. I wish I was in school.
If your child relies on free school lunches, we can help provide them with free meals this summer. Together, we're Feeding America.
To find your local Feeding America food bank, visit feedingamerica.org/summer meals. A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
I burnt everything.
And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window. And then, somehow, my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org/CT. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? when wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood, or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to ct.gov/DEMHS and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by the Connecticut Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, he's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Connecticut Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Juice, Mom. Juice, juice, juice. Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom, I want juice. Mom, juice, juice, juice. Mom.
Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council. You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed.
Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today. So it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement, too. We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic. We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hey, Russell Wilson here, and I know how important exercise is.
It's essential. It's essential.
With Play 60, United Way and the NFL are helping kids stay active and play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids. Healthy kids.
But what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60 because great things happen when we live united.
Donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back. The Sound Tigers with a 3-2 lead over the Rochester Americans. Thanks to goals from Mike Helmo, Matt Karkner, and Taylor Beck to close out that second period. We'll recap the scoring quickly for you. 59 seconds into the period, it was Helmo. Then 11:15 into the period, it was Bailey on the power play. Then Nick Baptiste, 14:45 into the period. Matt Karkner, a shorthanded goal, 17-16 into the period. Then with 11.8 seconds left, Taylor Beck with his 9th. Bracken Kearns with assists on the last 2 goals. So we get ready to go here in this third period. Face-off won by Holmstrom. Mayfield goes back to play to Karkner. Again, Karkner, the 5th shorthanded goal of the year for the Sound Tigers. Haven't had one since game number 5 when they scored an empty net shorthanded goal. It was Adam Pellick with the empty net shorty. Holmstrom looking back towards the point, plays down low for Helmo. He drives to the net, shoots one that's sealed off and held onto by Lewin. So for the Sound Tigers, when leading after 2 periods, 8-1, 0-1. When trailing after 2, the Amerks are 2-13 on the year. For the Sound Tigers, number 3 has been a lucky number this year. They're 16-1 when scoring 3 or more, 2-12, 2-1 when scoring 2 or fewer. So it's looking good right now for the Sound Tigers. Mayfield is shot from the point well wide. Coletta has it far side boards. He tries to play it middle of the ice, intercepted by Wright. Wright centers one, it's blocked away by Lewin. Wright again with it, knocked off his stick by Sanguinetti. He goes behind the net for Roback. Roback up the near side, boards tipped out of the zone by D'Amigo, but it's sent right back to the line and brought in by Whitney. Or as it looked, it was going to be brought in by Whitney, but now brought in by Kohlberg as Whitney lost control of it. And now it's brought right back out by the Amerks. Brought in by Baptiste, tries to make a move on Pulak, but a good stick by the young defenseman. And coming in is Wright down the right wing. Tries to move into the near side corner. Wright still with the puck. Austin trying to knock the puck off his stick, but Root comes in to help out. Jesse Root playing the wing tonight here on the second line. It's back to Pulak, right point. He sends down low for Beck, who lets it go all the way down for Root. Root against Austin, back behind the net. Austin wins that battle. He has a big size advantage there on Root. And now it's dumped in by the Amerks. Root standing at 5'11" and Austin at 6'3". Kenanachi digging for it directly behind the net. It's behind Milner as Churchman goes after it. Baroni coming in to help in. Now Kenanachi watching here as he dug it in deeper. Now Baptiste on back. Baroni, a shot. That one blocked in front. And Pulak gets it out with a little help from Kearns. Now here's Beck right in front of the Sound Tigers bench. Taylor Beck will just play the puck on up to Kearns, who's down the right wing. Sends it down low for Beck. Beck in the near side corner, moving back towards the point. Sends it down low for Vive. Vive in the far side corner, trying to leave for Finn, but it's knocked away by Donovan. This one comes all the way back into the Sound Tiger zone. Here's Beck skating back. He looks for a long stretch pass, but drops off for Burrows. And Burrows fanned on his pass. Now we'll just dump it to the line, but it's brought right back in by the Amerks. They send it all the way down. This will not be an icing as it's waved off. Gomes just gets it out of the zone into neutral ice where Vive will dump in for the Sound Tigers. Jones chasing after it. Roback gets there first. He leaves for Nevins. Plays off the end boards, off the far side boards. And it's kept in by the Sound Tigers. Here's Gomes, far side boards. Nevins trying to take the puck away, as is Garbowski. Puck in the far side corner. Gomes digging after it. It's taken away by Donovan, and he comes up the near side boards. Donovan just flips out into neutral ice. Karkner plays it with his hand. It's up to Gomes, and that is a hand pass. First whistle, 3:04 into this third period. The Sound Tigers with the 1-goal lead. Face-off coming right at the center dot. Again, Holmstrom to take the draw for the Sound Tigers. Holmstrom wins this one, but Carrier dumps in. Gloved by Mayfield. He goes up the near side boards, and Ben Holmstrom has it here, but it's played with the high stick. Faceoff comes right back into neutral ice. So the faceoff right outside the Sound Tigers zone. Holmstrom again to take it. Faceoff won by the Amerks. They dump in. This one's just to the right of Milner. Mayfield will play. Tries to go up the far side boards. Gets it to Floric. Nearly was intercepted there. Is this one in on Lewin? He will glove it and hold on for the whistle. So after no stoppages there for the first 3 minutes of this third period, they've had quite a few. New personnel for both teams hopping over the boards. It's going to be James Wright on the draw against Schaller. Both players whiffed on that face-off. It's finally going to be controlled by the Amerks as it's D'Amico skating out of the zone 1-on-2. Tries to get past Churchman, who ties him up, and Churchman plays the puck out of the zone. Here's Whitney on up to Wright. He's down the right wing, cuts towards the center of the ice. Tried to center one for Whitney. Whitney has the puck now in the near side corner. He turns it over to D'Amico, moved the other way by the Amerks. Down the right wing, it's Coletta. Tries to center one for Schaller, but it's knocked away by Pulak. But it's turned right back over to D'Amico. Now he turns it over to Wright. And it's Churchman with the puck now. Churchman out of his own zone just flips into the Rochester end. Austin over to Ruedel. And now O'Reilly. He skates back into his own zone. Cal O'Reilly, the Amerks captain, gaining speed down the left wing, sends it in. Is hit hard there by Burrows and sent to the ice. Burrows has done a good job with his physical game since being called up from Missouri earlier this week. Here's Carrier. Try to center one that's behind the net. Carrier near side boards back to Roback, who shoots one stop by Milner. The rebound. What a save by Milner with the left pad. He robs Bailey on the doorstep. Now it's sent down low. It's O'Reilly looking to center one. Cal O'Reilly still behind the net. Sends one in front. That one goes off the post. Now a shot there by Roback is gloved by Milner. Puck is still loose, and Finn able to come away with it. Sends it up the boards, but not out. Bailey keeps in, sends one on net, and he scores! The puck bounced all over the place and pinballs over the glove of Milner. Nothing the Sound Tigers netminder could do about that one. And Rochester has tied this game up at 3. So Bailey is robbed, stays with the play, and gets a lucky bounce there. And it's his second goal of the game. And again, just a fluky hop, as that one skipped all over the place on Milner. So we're back even for Bailey. That is his 5th goal of the season. Unassisted for Bailey as this one sent all the way down. Will not be an icing. Mayfield back to play it. He goes behind the net to Karkner. We're 5 minutes into this third period and tied up at 3. Again, these two teams already played an overtime game this year. Baptiste near side corner looking to make it 4-3. Centers one in front. Verone had it go just under his stick. Now Leduc shoots one stop by Milner. Couldn't hold on to the rebound. It's Gomes with it. And Gomes flipping it up and all the way down the ice. This one will not be an icing as Vive negates it. It's back behind. Jones can't control. Donovan plays away from him. Catenacci gets it out of the zone, but it's taken away by Halmo. Halmo skates in 1-on-4 for the Sound Tigers. Halmo has it knocked off his stick by Donovan. And Catenacci dumps on in for the Amherst. Churchman and Schaller going for it. It's Churchman winning the battle, getting it to Ben Holmstrom. Holmstrom through neutral ice, up to Floric. Floric in over the line. Floric down the right wing on the backhand. Tries one. As stopped by Lewin. The rebound is loose, but the whistle goes. As the referee lost sight of the puck there. Again, another stoppage. Just seconds before we take a break. 14:01 left to go in this third period. So the face-off coming to the left of Lewin here. Again, we talked about one-goal games yesterday. The Sound Tigers 8-4, 2-1 in one-goal games this year. The Amherst 10-2, 1-1 in one-goal games this year. So both of these teams doing really well in these tight hockey games. Face-off won by the Amherst. Ruedel behind his own net plays it up to Bailey, who flips into his own bench. And we'll take a break. 13:55 left to go in this third period. We've got a good one. So we're tied at 3 apiece here at Webster Bank Arena.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. I want to be a warm place on a cold day. I want to be a football stadium. I want to be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail. When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
The AHL season is here, and AHL Live is your ticket to all the action. AHL Live has every game, including both home and away commentary. Watch live or on demand, full or condensed games. Watch free highlights from around the league. With streaming to your tablet, phone, or computer, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on your PC with Quad View. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. If you want all the action of the AHL, then you need AHL Live.
Face-off coming in the Rochester zone. 13:55 left to go in this third period. Sound Tigers and Americans got caught between Amherst and Americans there. Tied at 3. Just have to say, love the Sound Tigers blue away jerseys. The Amherst, both their home and aways, the whites and the blues, are just, I mean, they're pure class. The 60th year of the Amherst, and the Sound Tigers have played a lot of teams here that have been around a long time in the AHL. Springfield's been around forever. Rochester in their 60th year. Hershey has been around pretty much since the beginning. So a lot of big-name cities in the AHL this weekend as it's Bailey trying to get a stretch pass, but it's covered up by Milner as it missed him. And a whistle goes. 13:49 left to go in this third period. Face-off coming to the left of Milner here. Looks like the Sound Tigers going for a line change here. About as late as they possibly could on the line change, and What a surprise. It's Holmstrom matchup against O'Reilly once again. O'Reilly wins the draw back. Floric trying to get it out of the zone. It's to the line and just out as it's all the way back in Rochester's end. Austin sends it all the way down. Pulak has to go back to play it. And Pulak in his own zone goes D to D behind the net to Churchman. Off his skate, but it's up and out of the zone. Sent out by Floric. Here's Ruedel in his own end. Plays up the middle of the ice. It's intercepted by Holmstrom. Now here's Helmo. Makes a little move there. Can't get by Ruedel. It's played along the far side boards, and Bailey has it here. He gets it up to Carrier. Carrier is now we have a whistle behind the play here. It looks like Helmo and Ruedel are going to get called here. So we'll have matching minors at the 6:43 mark of this third period. Let's see, it's a pair of roughing. It looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. So they got to put the penalties up on the board. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. They got the penalties on the board now. Kearns and Beck with Finn and Burrows on defense. Couldn't tell if that was 6 or 8 there. As now Burrows leaves it, drops in front. Scheller nearly had it, but it's moved up and out of the zone. Burrows loses it in neutral ice. It's moved up into the neutral zone. D'Amigo 2-on-2 over the line with Scheller. He drops it on off Scheller down the middle of the ice. Burrows right on top of him. Burrows takes the puck away, and Burrows trying to play it behind the net. D'Amigo does nicely to tie him up. Finn up the far side boards, taken away by Sanguinetti. Now here's Kearns, gets it to Burrows, 3-on-2 the other way for the Sound Tigers. Kearns down the left wing. Kearns looking cross ice. That one off a skate. Kearns has to regroup, plays on back to Finn, who sends down low, but it's intercepted by Sanguinetti. And the Amherst will just control and change up their forwards before getting out of the zone. Right over the boards for the Sound Tigers into the forecheck, but Roback has it. And Roback taking his time. 1 minute gone by in this 4-on-4. Verone over the line. Stopped there by Churchman, who takes the puck. Churchman goes up to Pulak. Pulak skating it in himself. Pulak drops there for Wright. Wright driving the net. Tried to center one, but Whitney couldn't get a shot off. Joe Whitney been kept relatively quiet not with Bracken Kearns here tonight, as those two separated for the first time this season when both players are in the lineup. It's Pulak behind the net to play. Pulak near side board, skates it on out. Pulak still with the puck, loses it. Verone dumps on in, and Wright has to go back to chase. Wright with 15 left to go in the 4-on-4. Churchman is tied down by 2 players there, but gets it away somehow. Now Mayfield with 2 Amherst on him, turns it over to Bailey. Bailey in the near side corner, 2 goals in this game already. Back to Roback. Tried to send it down low, intercepted by Mayfield. Both players out of the box. 5-on-5 here as Mayfield sends on in. Lewin has to play it away there, as now it's in the far side corner. Floric trying to drive to the net, knocked away by O'Reilly. He plays up the far side boards to Bailey. He just gets it out of the zone. Ruedel tripped up there by Helmo as those two meet up again. Puck comes into the Sound Tiger zone where Floric has to play back into neutral ice. Now Helmo in over the line down the right wing, just sends it down low for Holmstrom. Sound Tigers captain trying to get the puck, but Carrier separates him from it, and Austin will skate it up and out of the zone. Here's Coletta trying to dump by Karkner. Those two know each other well, have been pros for 10 plus years, both of them, as it's flipped out back into the Rochester zone. Will not be an icing as Ruedel goes back to play it. 10:30 left to go in this third period. Sound Tigers and Amherst tied up at 3 apiece. Puck dumped in by Ruedel. Milner out of his net to play it. Goes up the far side boards, intercepted by Coletta. Now it's along the near side boards where Burrow's just going to try and move it out. He does. Goes off the skate of Kohlberg. Will not be an icing. Lewin leaves behind his net. Austin plays it around for D'Amigo. D'Amigo checked there by Wright, but taken by Ruedel. Sent up the far side boards and all the way down the ice. This one will not have enough for an icing as Finn goes back to play it. Matt Finn midway through this third period. The Sound Tigers and Amherst still tied at 3. Verone with the puck, plays on up to Cananacci. He's in 2-on-1, passes in front, a chance here. Stopped by Milner as he stopped Baptiste with the right skate. Milner has made a couple of dandies here on the Amerks. Donovan playing on over to Leduc as this game, shots are 33-28 in favor of the Amerks, but grade A chances have been far in the favor of Rochester. It's back to the point. Leduc tries a shot. That one blocked in front by his own man, Baptiste. Now Leduc again, far side board, skating towards the net. Knocked off the puck by Wright. A 3-on-2 the other way for the Sound Tigers. Possible 4-on-2. Gomes in over the line. Has Beck behind him. Gomes trying to drive to the net. Centers in front. Churchman sends it just wide. Now Leduc tying up Beck behind the net. Churchman also there. Beck with it in the far side corner. Bailey separates him from the puck. Bailey just trying to play it out. Cananacci just gets it out of the zone, but Mayfield right at the red line sends it right back in. Puck hops off the far side boards, taken by Gomes, sends it down low for Kearns, played away from him by Donovan, and up the near side boards where Bailey will skate it out. 8:45 left to go in this third period. Carrier swings behind the net, tries to center one in front, knocked away by Churchman. Carrier sends down low, far side boards, it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly plays on off for Sanguinetti. He's along the far side boards, now right circle, has knocked off his stick and out of the zone. Sound Tigers will try and get a change here as Roback will send back in. Far side boards, Floric just chips it to the line, can't get it out. Nice keep there by O'Reilly, but now Floric will get it out of the zone and sends it in front of the Rochester bench where Austin now has it near side boards. He sends in over the blocker of Milner. And along the far side board, Schaller battles for it with Holmstrom. Now Karkner in the far side corner, can't get the puck. Coletta separated from it by Mayfield. Now along the near side boards, it's Austin from the point, shoots one that's blocked in front. Looked like it went off Mayfield, and Beck forces it back as he tried to get it to Karkner. Puck never got there. Now Coletta back to the point. Ruedel walking on in, shoots one that's stopped by Milner. Rebound is loose, and in the far side corner, Mayfield dumps his man there. Rochester bench wanted a penalty, won't get one. As it's Coletta here, shoots one wide of the net. Now it's Austin pinching in, shoots one that's blocked in front by Karkner. Here come the Sound Tigers the other way. There at the end of a shift as Floric just dumps in. Holmstrom goes to chase it. Far side corner, D'Amigo and Holmstrom tie each other up. Austin also went to help out. Nice job by Holmstrom to kill some time before his line mates could get in there to help him out. Now here's Vive, far side boards. Vive battling there with D'Amigo. Now far side corner for Holmstrom. And Holmstrom with the puck gets it back to Vive. Vive now sends it all the way around for Halmo. Near side corner, Mike Halmo. Goal already in this game, walking towards the net. Halmo knocked off the puck. It is kept in by Matt Finn. Now it's moved out by the Amerks. Baptiste trying to get around Burrows, who separates him from the puck, and it's moved on out to Vive. Down the right wing into the offensive zone. Vive dumps in deep. Cananacci behind the net, separated from the puck by Halmo, who tries a shot, but that one sealed off and moved out of the zone by Baptiste. Torrid pace here in the final 6.5 of this third period. Donovan trying to send Halmo into the Sound Tigers bench. Normally, that would have been a good thing, but Donovan now a member of the Amerks, so the two have been at each other's throats this whole game. It's Jones trying to get to the net. Now Whitney on the backhand tries a shot that's blocked in front. Hops right in on Lewin, who covers the puck and holds on for the whistle. 6:15 left to go in this third period. We'll finally get a breather as we take the break. It's a 3-3 hockey game here on AHL Live.
Hey Sound Tiger fans, Economy Fuel, a proud sponsor of the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, would like to tell you that if your home is cold enough to have your own ice rink in it, you don't have to suffer anymore. The Economy Fuel Consortium program can save you hundreds of dollars on your heating bills. Just think about how many more Sound Tiger games you can attend with those savings. For more information, visit www.economyfuelco.com. Economy Fuel, no frills. Huge savings.
It's the ocean's most deadly predator. Scary, sleek, powerful.
Time out! I just touched one.
What? Come see the new Sharks and Rays Touch Tank, which completes the Maritime Aquarium's fantastic refurbishment. 21 new exhibits, 27 new species, 300 new animals, and an all-new seal show. New Touch a Shark, free with admission to the Maritime Aquarium at Norwalk.
Mom, can we come again?
Of course we can. We're members.
Face-off coming in the offensive zone here for the Sound Tigers. Right to take the draw here. This one to the right of Lewin. It's back to Churchman. He tries a shot that's blocked off by Roback. Back at the point nearest Pulak. Sends it near side boards for Whitney, who sends it behind the goal for Kohlberg. Tried a centering pass, but it's off the side of the net. Now here is Bailey. He sends off the far side boards and out of the zone. Out to neutral ice where Carrier will try and dump in, but it's gloved by Pulak, who sends it back into neutral ice. Carrier sends it right back in. Milner behind his net to play it. It's to Churchman. Churchman tried to send up the near side boards, get some help from Pulak. It's kept in at the point by Sanguinetti, but only momentarily as Wright takes the other way. Right into the offensive zone, leaves for Whitney. Tried to get a shot off. Now it's back to Churchman, who shoots one that's off the glove of Lewin. Back behind and in the far side corner. Here's Kohlberg back to the point. Churchman, a shot deflected wide of the net. Here's Roback up the near side boards, kept in by Pulak. He sends it towards the net. It's blocked in front. Whitney going to get there. Whitney sends it down low for Wright behind the net for Kohlberg, but it's taken away by O'Reilly, and he'll settle things down as both teams change things up. Cal O'Reilly with 5:10 left to go in this third period. The Sound Tigers and Amerks tied at 3 goals apiece. It's Karkner has a shorthanded goal in this game, gets it up to Helma, who tried to pass there for Holmstrom, but a little too far for him. Amerks get it out of the zone. Now cross-ice pass for Schaller. He is offside. The whistle goes with 4:53 left to go. Looks like we'll take another break. Final break of this third period. We won't take any breaks and overtime if we get there. These two teams went there last time they played. Will they this time? We'll see with less than 5 minutes left to go. Sound Tigers and Amerks tied at 3.
Race over to Cap Dodge of Fairfield now. For over 45 years, Cap Dodge has been the place people go to shop for new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Come test drive one of the economical and fuel-efficient cars like the all-new Dodge Caliber or the sleek new 2008 Avenger. We also have a full selection of trucks, minivans, and SUVs, as well as a large number of quality pre-owned vehicles in stock. We have vehicles for your family and to protect your family. So come see for yourself the way car buying should be.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Karkner with it in neutral ice, dumps it in on Lewin, and it's covered up. As the Sound Tigers will get an offensive zone draw here. It looks like Coach Thompson going to stay with this line of Kearns, Gomes, and Beck. So it looks like Gomes replacing Jesse Arud, who started the game there. Face-off won by the Sound Tigers, but doesn't matter as a false start on that draw. So Kearns again against Schaller. Face-off won by the Amerks, but controlled by the Sound Tigers. It's Beck behind the net, tied up there. Schaller caught a high stick. No call coming from the referee. Haven't seen a penalty in a while in this game. Just as I say that, Bracken Kearns going to get called for interference. Shouldn't have said anything there, as he knew. I mean, that was immediate. That wasn't even like he waited. That was right after I said that. Kearns goes to the box for interference. His second penalty of the game. It's incredible how that happens, isn't it? Shot 34-31 in favor of the Amerks. They have a power play here. This is their 7th of the game. They're 1 for 6 on the power play in this one. Holmstrom and Florek out there with Mayfield and Karkner on defense. Karkner a shorthanded goal in this game already. Here's Mayfield with the puck. He's going to take his time before sending it down the length of the ice. Roback chasing it down. Holmstrom right on top of him. And Roback will take his time skating up ice. In the neutral zone, he drops off for Leduc, and now over to Verone, who dumps in and will chase down his own dump in far side corner. Plays it off for D'Amigo, has some room, plays it back to Leduc. Leduc down low. Bailey across ice pass. Milner wasn't set, but the Amerks couldn't get the shot off. Here's Roback over to Verone, top of the right circle. Pulls on back, looks for a passing lane, gets to Leduc, who shoots one, stopped by Milner, and he holds on to the rebound. 3:47 left to go in this third period. 40 seconds gone in this penalty to Kearns. New killers out there for the Sound Tigers, Wright and Jones, along with Churchman and one of the same, Mayfield, still out there. No surprise, really, as Scott Mayfield has to have the most minutes of any defenseman this season for the Sound Tigers. As a shot blocked in front. Goes in the far side corner, now near side corner. O'Reilly has it, tries to play back to the point. Nearly intercepted by Wright, but it's kept in. Here's Donovan, tries a pass in front, sent on net, sticked away by Milner. That one a dangerous one, came in about 20 miles an hour, but Milner able to knock it away. Along the near side boards, kept in. Here's Donovan, he's wide open. Donovan shoots, that one blocked in front. Now back behind the net, it's Baptiste trying to get it around to O'Reilly, finally gets it to his captain. Now O'Reilly tried a centering pass, sealed off by Churchman. Now Carrier plays it back to the point, Sanguinetti for O'Reilly. O'Reilly on back, here's Sanguinetti with some room. He shoots one, stopped by Milner, and he holds on. Wasn't the prettiest looking save, looked a little awkward there, but Milner made sure it stayed out of the net. And with 2:59 left to go in regulation, the Sound Tigers are clinging to this tied hockey game. .31 seconds left to go in the penalty to Kearns. Floric and Holmstrom back out as Burrows replaces Mayfield. Karkner back on the ice. Face-off won by the Sound Tigers. Burrows with some time. He takes it and sends it down the length of the ice. Lewin out of his net to play. Roback back to play it. And they'll skate it up ice with 20 left to go in the power play. Verone with the puck, hits the red line, now over the blue line, down the right wing in the Sound Tigers zone. It's taken away by Floric, who sends it all the way down with a little help from Ben Holmstrom. 3, 2, and 1 goes the power play. Out of the boxes, Kearns. Sound Tigers 6 for 7 on the penalty kill. Kill's been good this year, but seen a little bit too much of them. I'm sure you would hear from Coach Thompson. It's back to the point. Here's Austin. Tries a shot that's blocked in front by Burrows. And much like last night, Kyle Burrows out there in a close game for the Sound Tigers shows you what Brent Thompson thinks of him. It's Kearns driving to the net. He's knocked down, tries a pass in front, and the puck is loose. Sound Tigers can't get a stick on it. Verone gets it out of the zone with 2 minutes left to go in this third period. Finn on up to Beck. Beck gets it into the offensive zone, but it's through Gomes, so the Amerks have the puck once again. It's Sanguinetti who will get it on up to O'Reilly. 3-on-2 come the Amerks. Pass in front. Baptiste has it knocked off his stick by Finn. Sound Tigers play it back behind their own net. Finn over to Pulak, near side boards, just flips it out of the zone all the way down the ice. This one will be an icing against Bridgeport with 1:32 remaining in this hockey game, albeit we might see some overtime, and right now it sure looks like it. 1:32 left in regulation time, we'll say. We'll see if either team takes their time out here, and it sure looks like the Sound Tigers have taken theirs as James Wright signals the tee, and the Sound Tigers will talk things over, most likely taking the time out just to give their guys a rest after the icing. We haven't even mentioned on the Amerks bench, Randy Cuddyworth coaching this Amerks team. He's 13th all time for the Amerks in games played, has played 377 games for the Amerks back in the day. He's done a nice job with this Rochester team. And again, they're without their leading scorer, Jason Atkinson, not in the lineup tonight, has 6 goals, 14 assists for 20 points. He's out of the lineup due to the problem that the Amerks have with having too many veterans. It's a problem here at the AHL level because it's turning into a developmental league. You need to have a certain number of vets so the younger kids can play. So that means Atkinson sits here. The Amerks have their maximum 6 veterans in the lineup. We're back to live action. Puck in neutral ice. Beck trying to dump in. He has it once again down the right wing. Beck at the right circle now, swinging behind the net. Avoids a hit there from Leduc. Beck on back to the point. Here's Mayfield with it. Right point over to Churchman. Churchman sends one towards the net. That's well wide. Now Gomes tries a centering pass. Knocked off his stick. Here's Beck again. Far side boards. Beck near the blue line. Tried to send one on nets. Whiffed on, and now Churchman will just dump it in. 1 minute left to go in the period. Lewin had it bounce by him nearly onto the stick of Wright. Now here's Leduc sending this one up to the line, kept in by Helmo. Now Bailey trying to get it out of the zone. He does, but Churchman plays it on back for Mayfield. 42 left to go in regulation time. We're still tied at 3. Here's Mayfield on up to Churchman. Down the far side boards, Churchman over the line. Tries a shot that's stopped by Lewin, and he holds on to the rebound with 31.6 seconds remaining. Shots 37-32 in favor of the Amherst. It looks like it's going to be that line of Holmstrom, Floric, and Helmo out there for the Sound Tigers. Holmstrom and O'Reilly, a lot of great battles in the face-off circle here tonight. They get one more here in regulation. It's won by Holmstrom. Helmo from a bad angle, stopped by Lewin. And the clock stops 28.5 remaining in regulation. Again, we mentioned just 2 wins and 15 tries when leading, or when trailing after 2 periods for the Amherst. Looks like they might at least get a point out of this one. Now here's Holmstrom on the draw. It's won back by the Amherst and controlled by Roback. Roback up the near side boards. Burrows can't keep in. It's all the way down where Pulak has to play with 20 left to go. Pulak trying to get it up the near side boards. He's tied up in the near side corner. The two teams just killing some time. 12 left to go in regulation. Holmstrom trying to get it up the boards. Burrows digs it out. And Burrows gets it up and out of the zone. Here's Pulak with 4 to go. Pulak in over the line, shoots one, deflected up and out of play with, well, there's about 0.8 seconds left in the clock when that one went out, but they let the clock run down. Looks like both teams have earned a point. They're going to say they want that 1 second back on the clock. So the referee telling the ice crew not to scrape the ice. They want that 1 second back up on the clock. We'll see how much time exactly goes back up. So it looks like they're just going to put up exactly 1 second. Sound Tigers stacking the front of the net. Wright just going to try and take a shot off this draw. Wright tries the shot, but it's blocked, and not really much you could do with 1 second left, but referee wanted it back on there, and we'll go to overtime. The Sound Tigers and Amherst each get a point, much like the first time these two teams played. It's going to be a 3-point game. That gives us some time to give you the overtime stats between these two teams. Got them ready for you here. The Sound Tigers 2-3 overall in the overtime, 1-2 in the 5-minute overtime frame, and 1-1 in the shootout. The Amherst 6-2 overall in overtime this year, 3-1 in the 5-minute overtime, and 3-1 in the shootout. So for the Sound Tigers, it's going to be points in 3 of their last 4. Parker Milner with 34 stops so far in tonight's game, and Nathan Lewin with 30. But we get the full ice scrape here. And as we get that ice scrape, we'll give you a review of the scoring. If you were late to this one, there were no goals in the first period. In the second, it was Mike Halmo just 59 seconds into the period getting the scoring started, assisted by James Wright and Joe Whitney. And then with 8:45 left to go in the period. Justin Bailey, his first of the game on the power play, assisted by Tim Schaller and Phil Verone. And then it was Baptiste getting his 6th of the year, the 14:45 mark. Matt Kartner, a shorthanded goal, assisted by Bracken Kearns and Connor Jones, shorthanded at the 2:14 mark of the period. Or to make that the 2:44 mark of the second period. Then Taylor Beck closed out the scoring in the second period, assisted by Kearns with 11.8 seconds left to go. And then the only goal of this third period coming from Justin Bailey, a second of the game, 5th of the season, at the 4:50 mark of the third. Sound Tigers 0 for 3 on the power play. Americans 1 for 7 on the man advantage. And if you look at it, yeah, we mentioned shots are 37-33. Sound Tigers had 19 shots in that second period. That's one shy of the season high, as they had 20 shots back on November 7th against the Springfield Falcons. That also in the second period. And you look by period, and when the Sound Tigers have their most shots, it is in the second, and by pretty considerable margin. About 30 to 40 more shots in the second than they do in either the first or the third period. We're about halfway done with the ice scrape here. And again, the ice scrape comes before the overtime, and then they don't scrape the ice for the shootout, if there is one. Haven't had too many shootouts this year, again with the 3-on-3 overtime. Sound Tigers 1-1 in overtime games here, and 1 in overtime against Utica, and lost in a shootout against Hershey back on December 13th. But again, the Sound Tigers will face the Bears tomorrow, that game at 5 o'clock. You can hear that one here on AHL Live. This will be here once again, closing out another 3-3. And then the Sound Tigers hit the road for 4 straight games, the longest road trip of the season. Not really a road trip because they come home after pretty much every game. But on Friday, January 8th, the team up in Providence comes home that night. The next day heads to Hartford on the 9th. And then next Friday, or actually next Thursday, we'll head up to Portland to play games on Friday, Saturday, and then come home for a Sunday night game against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, who will visit Webster Bank Arena for the first time. Really haven't had too many teams that haven't visited so far this season. Rochester, one of the last ones. When taking a look at the schedule, Lehigh Valley, one of them. And I believe Albany, the only other one that hasn't been here. The Sound Tigers play Albany a couple more times before the end of the season. We're still getting that ice scrape, and we'll see who the Sound Tigers send out. Can almost guarantee Scott Mayfield will be out there to start this period. Coach Thompson has elected a lot of the time to go with 2 forwards and 1 defenseman. From what I remember, the Amherst usually go with the same route of 2 forwards, 1 defenseman, but it was a defenseman scoring the game winner last time these two teams met. It was Bobby Sanguinetti getting the overtime winner, beating Christopher Gibson over the glove on a 2-on-1. As Lewin goes back to his crease, the Zambonis have left the ice. Milner will go to his crease. And we'll get ready for overtime. Looks like Sanguinetti already out on the ice. Looks like it's going to be O'Reilly, Sanguinetti, and Bailey. So 2 forwards and 1 defenseman for the Amherst. For the Sound Tigers, they haven't sent out their 3 yet. Whitney, Pulak, and Finn are the ones standing on the ice, but they haven't left the bench area. As we still get ready for this overtime. Again, 3-on-3 has been much more exciting for the fans this season and has ended games a little bit quicker than they ended last year. So it looks like Pulak will be at least one of the defensemen if Coach Thompson goes with 2. Whitney looks like he's going to start out there. We'll see who else Coach Thompson elects to go with. Zambonis are off the ice. The doors are closed. It's going to be Whitney and Wright for the Sound Tigers. And again, you forget, no Alan Quine in the lineup for the Sound Tigers. Still his 9th game out with an injury. He scored the OT winner for the Sound Tigers back on November 1st against the Comets. They've been 2-4-2 in his absence. Scored just 13 goals in the 8 games without him coming into this one. Right against O'Reilly on the draw. Face-off won by Wright, but controlled by O'Reilly. He's in over the line. Cal O'Reilly with the puck, hooked at there by Whitney. Drops on off for Bailey. 2 goals in this game. Bailey sends it down low, back behind the net. Pulak plays it away from O'Reilly, and it's now with Whitney, or with Wright, who skates it out of the zone over to Whitney, who skates on in, down the left wing. Joe Whitney leaves there for Pulak. He makes a move. Pulak to the net, shoots one that's blocked in front. Here's Whitney, far side boards. Whitney at the blue line, gives on off to Wright. Wright again at the blue line. Now back to Whitney, far side boards. Whitney towards the net, shoots one. He scores! Joe Whitney, the overtime winner, and the Sound Tigers have defeated the Americans 4-3 here at Webster Bank Arena. For Whitney, his team leading 32nd point of the year, and the Sound Tigers make it 7 of 8 points all time against the Amerks in their history. Joe Whitney, the hero for Bridgeport. We'll go down to Allen for the call.
Bridgeport Sound Tigers game-winning goal by number 9, Joe Whitney, his 13th of the season. Assisted by number 23, James Wright, and number 6, Ryan Pulak, 38 seconds into overtime. That's 9 Whitney from 23 Wright and 6 Pulak at 38 seconds.
And we'll leave it with Allen for the 3 stars of the game. Just trying to figure out who the 3 stars are. We're trying to sort everything out.
Fans, be sure to stick around after the game tonight for tonight's post-game autograph session featuring Jesse Root and Josh Holstrom, brought to you by Milford Photo. It's time for tonight's Bridgeport Downtown Special Services District 3 stars of the game. Tonight's 3rd star from Rochester, number 95, Justin Bailey. Tonight's 2nd star from your Sound Tigers, number 3, Matt Karkner. And tonight's 1st star from your Sound Tigers, number 9, Joe Whitney. All right, fans, let's send it down to ice level where Jeremy is waiting with our 1st star of the game. Jeremy.
First of all, congratulations. Great win. Take us what was going through your mind. What was your mindset when you scored that game-winning goal?
Oh, yeah, it's overtime. 3-on-3 is tough. You got to keep possession, and, you know, Pulak and Wright did a great job out there, and I had some space, so put a shot on net.
Now, big win today. What's the team's mindset? Tough game versus Hershey tomorrow. What's the team's mindset going into the game?
Yeah, well, it was a good bounce-back game from last night, but, you know, it's one game. We're looking forward to tomorrow and string a couple wins together.
Congratulations. Give it up for your number 1 star, number 9, Joe Whitney.
So Whitney separated from Bracken Kearns. Didn't do too much tonight, but came out when it was important. Gets the game winner for the Sound Tigers as your number 1 star. So that does it for us. That does it for us with the Amerks this season, as they've been some good games against Rochester, and wish we could see them again, but we wish them the best the rest of the year, and certainly to Matt Donovan, who was so great to the Sound Tigers and the Islanders organization as a whole, as he moves on to the Sabres and to Rochester. But we say goodbye to him and hello to the Hershey Bears tomorrow. That game at 5 o'clock here at Webster Bank Arena. We'll be with you for that game here on AHL Live. Final score here from Webster Bank Arena, the Sound Tigers 4 and the Amerks 3. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. I'm Paul Ryan, and we'll see you tomorrow here on AHL Live.